This full moon celebration this morning. And you can see I have little crystals to just pull a little magic into what we're doing today. And it is a very special, it's called a super moon because of just the timing of it. I'm not an astrologer and I don't know all of the answers about why this stuff is important. But what I've learned over time is that when I use the moon cycles to kind of measure what's going on in my own life, it helps me keep track of my manifestations. Okay. And so, you guys, some of you may know more about astrology than I do. You could teach me. But I have two decks for us, my very favorite. And right away, I'm noticing that this half moon, this crescent moon that's on this deck, is matching our crystals that we have for today. And I'm just going to grab the deck and do a little shuffling while I'm waiting for people to come aboard. Welcome to everyone. I do want to bless our space with the Palo Santo. Hey, Bina, welcome. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, like always. Thank you for your moderation help. It just is so meaningful to me that you spend your time here helping the people out. So let's just light up our Palo Santo. And even holding the Palo Santo, and you can see that see the dark side and the light side. So it's very much like what happens with the moon. Sometimes it's light and we can see it easily, like tonight. And sometimes it goes dark in the new moon season. And the new moon season is all about planting our new desires. And the full moon is all about releasing what is blocking us. So last night, when I was kind of thinking about today's reading and what it is I wanted to focus on, it was what is our disappointments? What is it that is blocking our dreams? Oh my goodness, there's people here already. Thank you. What is it that's blocking our dreams? What do the cards have to tell us today? Because it is a season of releasing. This is a lunar eclipse also, which is going to empower especially heartbreak and intimate relationships and brokenhearted stuff, because right now there isn't anyone who listens to my voice who hasn't gone through heartbreak, right? And it doesn't have to happen from a person that you're in love with. It could be from a teacher in school. It could be from even somebody at church, a pastor. There's different ways that we can get heartbroken about humanity, and that's what we're here for today. So I am so grateful that you guys are all here. And this is Catherine, and we are at Fish Out of Water Tarot. And it is my pleasure to help people feel more connected to the divine. Roxy, I see that you have sent me some love, supported the channel. And so I noticed that. And I do have my baby tarot. The baby tarot I like to use for clarity. And those of you who are able to contribute to the channel, it's my pleasure to do some clarity with the cards, so in order to make a personalized reading for you. Okay, so Roxy, thank you. Midnight Crow, thank you guys. I noticed and I love that. And thank you, Bina, for helping me keep track, because I can already see there's lots of people here who want some wisdom. So, oh, Jazz, I know I'm thankful for the love of my child. Isn't that the truth? I had such a blessing today. My son, who's very busy, got me a text and said, "You want to have lunch sometime this week?" And you guys, that blesses my heart. So grateful. Okay, so we have our mini tarot here ready to go. And those of you who are adding your thank yous, you know that's all you need to do to get one card pulled for you. Hi, Amit. Welcome. Jazz, Priya, Angel. Thankful that she's a girl. I love that. You can be thankful for anything, because what that does is it changes the energy of our whole call. Because so many times people come to me with their problems, and what I'm wanting to hear is the opposite of problem, like what's working out right now. Okay, so hello, Sorinable. And your favorite candy, we did that yesterday. Today, we're talking about things that we are thankful for. Okay, so going back, Roxy, you are number one. And Roxy, I know that in your life you like to be number one, don't you? You are very competitive. You enjoy your athletics. You enjoy sports, and you're in. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm knocking everything all over. Sorry about that. You enjoy sports and you enjoy winning. And so I'm feeling right away the energy that I'm sensing that could be holding you back might be kind of a surprise. Okay, so what are we thankful for now that I had an earthquake? It's like I created my own earthquake. Okay, all right, sorry about that. I'm a perfectionist in recovery. And so whenever there's little snafus, I have to work on not getting too critical about it. Okay, so let me just give this deck one more ruffle. And Roxy, grateful to be walking around Scotland. I've never been to Scotland. I've been to Europe. Well, I went to France and Switzerland and Germany, but I never got a chance to visit the Isles. So maybe that'll happen one day. Okay, Roxy, what's blocking your dream? What is it that's blocking your dream? Ah, okay. Oh, very interesting. We have the magician. Now, why is that? Now, the magician's a good card because it shows that you're prepared, that you have the tools that you need. So why would the magician be a block to your dreams, Roxy? Let's see here. Those of you who want to have a longer reading, all you have to do is hit the super chat, send a sticker, and I'm happy to draw a couple of cards to find out what's going on here. Okay, here's our two cards, Rox. Let's see what it is. Well, okay. All right, so what we have here, beautiful. We have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Three of Wands. So there's a block going on for you that is, it surprises me because these are three very positive cards. First, I want to point out all the gold. Okay. So the gold is the symbol in the tarot of prosperity and abundance. Very first thing that comes to me, Roxy. So if you have a pencil, you want to write this down. What is showing up in your life that is prosperous, but it's not money? How do we enjoy wealth when it's not money? Do you have a wealth of friends? Do you have a wealth of peace of mind? Are you prosperous in your love of your community? I feel like the first thing that's being blocked here is that there's such a focus on finances and how important it is to get a financial achievement. There's a part of you that knows money isn't enough. This is a man who has accomplished a lot. And remember, the gender doesn't matter. But notice how this hand, oh, this is fascinating. Notice how this hand is showering love on the money dream, right? But this hand is showering on kind of a dissatisfaction that is that all there is? There's an old song. It goes, is that all there is? Is that all there is? So I feel like the reason that this magician card is blocked is because you are conflicted. A part of you wants to believe that if finances were completely solved, that you would be exactly where you want to be in life. But there's another part of you that knows money is not enough. So I know that you would like tapping and you've been doing tapping. I just got finished doing a tapping session with my group, and it is a powerful tool to balance these energies because you don't want any doubt about what money can do in your life to interfere with your skills in your profession to gather the money. So, as I look at this, this is part of a figure eight energy, right? You see it there. That the call on your life right now to live out your dreams is very strong, but you do have a conflict between the desire for a lot of money and the confusion about, well, But what if money isn't all there is? Okay, so take it to heart. I want you to go to the magical money machine. It's in the description box, and you'll easily be able to start changing your story because you need to trust that your inner being is going to grant you all the wisdom you need to manage a large sum of money. Okay, so let's go forward here, and we are going to see Leanne. Thank you for being here, Leanne, and thankful for your friends and family. Missy, thankful for life, and Fairy Doll, thankful for health. I'm coming with you guys next, and I'll try to keep you posted on who's coming after that. And then we will do Midnight. Midnight, you will be fourth in line here. So, Leanne, what's blocking your dream, Leanne? What's blocking your dream? Take a deep breath, Leanne. Let's see oh, okay, just flew out of the deck here. Okay, what's blocking your dream? Well, the first thing that I see is confusion. Okay, so something in your mind, it's reaching for the fire, reaching for what it is you're wanting. So let's let that fire represent your dream. And notice how these figures, there's only two figures are looking at the dream, and these other figures are representing doubt and fear. Anytime that you're trying to manifest a big change in your life, it's your own mind that can really keep you held back. Sometimes it signifies that you need to have some training. And so, one of the things that I love to do when I'm trying to empower my manifesting is do a study on gratitude. There's lots of great YouTube videos that teach about gratitude. And one of my favorite books is called Thank and Grow Rich by Pam Grout. And I'm actually starting a book club in my private community. It's over on WhatsApp. It's free of charge. You're welcome to come over there. We're going to do a book club on gratitude, and y'all are invited, and there's no cost. So do check this out. Email me, I'll tell you all about it. Because there's parts of you, I'm so sorry to tell you this, my darling. Um, but you have parts of yourself right now, Leanne, that are kind of whiny. There's parts of yourself that kind of complain internally that things aren't getting where you want them to go. This particular full moon in Pisces is all about relationships. So what I recommend for you is to write down a list of your current relationships and then rank them from 1 to 10 and see which ones are the most positive for you, which ones feel the best, and which ones are draining. And do some housekeeping. Spend more time with people that can resonate with your dream, people who believe in you, and be able to just let go of some of your friends. You don't have to like abandon them and give up the friendship, but you don't want to be spending time with somebody who's not supporting you. Okay? That I think is going to help you unblock your dream. And next we have Missy. I think, wait, let me make sure. Yes, after Leanne, we have Missy, and then Fairy Doll, and then Midnight Crow. Okay, so Missy, what is it what's blocking your dream? Thank you guys for being here. My name is Catherine, and I am Fish Out of Water Tarot, where we're very focused on helping people feel more loved. Okay, so the Ten of Swords. So, Missy, I'm grateful that you're grateful for life. I hear you. What I'm seeing here is that you have been through a lot, haven't you? I, I, I like to use my pencil because I'm a teacher. I can't help it. But there have been people and events that have disappointed you. And it's definitely caused you to not even want to dream anymore, because not getting your dream come true has been heartbreaking, hasn't it, Missy? I'm so sorry it's been that hard. But sometimes when we're not sure what to do, see how this white is there? That you're walking toward a breakthrough, that being able to let go. This is the perfect full moon for it. Letting go is all this energy that's happening today and tomorrow, that where it's just the energy helping people let go. You have to let go of the things that hurt you in the past. Easy for me to say, right? Well, it's true. You could do a ceremony, Missy, tonight with the full moon. Go ahead and write out a list of all the things that have gone wrong for you, even in the last year, all the circumstances, all the people that have hurt you, and hold the paper and look at it and say out loud, this stuff was hard, but I'm ready to let it go. And then, if you have a safe place, you can actually light the paper on fire and you can burn it. Or you could tear it up in little pieces. But make a decision with yourself, between you and you. Trust your inner being, your inner guidance to help you, and see what you can do about releasing the disappointments of the past. There's in the description box, there's something called the soulmate generator. It is a device I created for this exact reason. The 10 of Swords shows that the cycle is finished. Your time of disappointment is passing by, and you are going to be walking into something very new in this next, probably before the end of the year. But what's blocking your dream right now is just hanging on to past hurts. It will really serve you to let it go. Notice she doesn't have any suitcases, no backpack, no purse. She's not carrying anything. And that is your true freedom. Okay. I have a feeling that all of us are going to resonate with these cards because the energy on this full moon is all about intimate relationships, friendships, difficulties in your relationships. And all of us have had that, haven't we? So, Fairy Doll, thankful for your health. I am too. Glad you're feeling well. Let's see, what is blocking Fairy Doll's dream? Okay, Fairy Doll, we have the Hanged Man, or in this case, the Hanged Woman. So, Fairy Doll, Xenia, you have put yourself into a pause. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. You may have done it subconsciously, that you are closing your door to opportunity. Now, I see the green background here always makes me think of the heart chakra. And so it seems to me that in the last several months or longer, that you made a choice to just say, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take a chance on being hurt again. So I'm going to put it on hold. Now, you may think, no, I didn't, Catherine. I want someone. I'm ready for love. And I would say that you're correct because this is a new dream. The divine has used this time when you were feeling kind of out of sorts, like you didn't fit, like you're hanging upside down, waiting for love, but you are ready to slip out of this sling and to take some steps on the earth and prepare yourself to be in a couple or to get reconnected with friends. The easiest way to do that, no kidding, is to pick, I would say this week, today is only Tuesday, so I would say before the end of the week, plan on being very friendly to 3 strangers, okay, where you might have ordinarily walked by people at the store or not look people in the eye when you purchase something at the market, where you take time to shine love on perfect strangers. This is something that your inner being loves because we're supposed to be radiating love out there. We're not supposed to be whining, where's our love? No, the magic is giving love out. So, what's blocking your dream right now, Xenia, is just being too quiet and holding to yourself. Once you get out and start engaging with humans with your beautiful heart and how loving you are, you're going to break through something that will draw to you what you're looking for. Okay? Wonderful reading. I'm so glad that y'all have tuned in today because this is a powerful full moon and we want to be able to seek the guidance of the cards, but also to seek your own heart. What is it that your heart is calling you to? If you want if you'd like me to draw a card, it's very simple. Just tell us something you're thankful for. And if you would like some clarity, like Midnight Crow and Roxy, all you do is hit the super chat or a sticker, help me support the channel, and I will draw from my baby tarot and extend the reading. So now we have Midnight. Okay, Midnight. Let's see what the cards have for you. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. That card of ascension. Look at that joy on his face. Isn't that something? But that doesn't look like it would be a block to manifesting, does it? How is this card a block to your dreams, Selena? Okay. What is it we have for Selena? Okay, here we have our cards. So let's see. We have the Six of Wands. Can you see that okay? All right. And we have the 10. Wow. What this is all this makes me think. What is going on? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so Selena, what we're seeing here is that there is ascension. You're being called to rise up. Okay, that the way your life has been, you've been an underachiever, that there's something about your life that it's been a closed door, but all of a sudden in this time, there's opportunity is presenting itself. But in order for you to get to where you want to go, which here is that happily ever after, I mean, look at all those pentacles, right? This is financial well being. I love that term, financial well being. Well, did you know that you have a financial self concept, like a money self concept? That how you see yourself with money is very important in creating more money. And so your self concept, when it comes to money, is not what you think it is. You have had some bad luck when it comes to finances, and instead of financial well being, you might feel financially ill at ease. And the universe wants to help repair that for you. So, what's blocking your dreams is your own mind, your own acceptance of the learning that you have to do. None of us are taught enough about the power of money when we're in school. They don't think, I don't know why they don't think it's important, but a lot of times they don't even teach how to save money or how to invest money. And the wealthy people in your world, they know how to save and they know how to invest. So there's something about your education. How does money work? How can you leverage what you can do? Where is it coming from? You're definitely making progress. And so, hats off to you. It's showing that people see you as skilled and that you are achieving some of your goals. But the Six of Wands is in the middle of the suit. It goes all the way up to the King of Wands. So there's just this sense of being like an apprentice, learning how to manage the finances that you're dreaming of. There's a YouTube video, I think it's called something like the top 20 books on money that I read so you don't have to. So YouTube might be your best friend in trying to align yourself with more facts, more information. Invest time in learning about money. There are lots of choices for you to make. And each of these things represents something you could spend your money on. Travel, friends, gifts, these are all like heart, your emotions are tied up with, I want to use money to have all of these choices. And I don't blame you for that, but too often we can fall out of balance, and that might be blocking your dream. So, right now, get some education, definitely do some tapping. There's information on my private community over on WhatsApp, and I'm so glad, Midnight, that you're a member over there, because there, you can take advantage of what's in the library. Do some self medicating with tapping and learn how to be more confident. The staircase is there, but you need to climb it. Okay. Thank you, darling. Wonderful reading. Thank you for your support of my channel. I love you, girl. And let's go forward now. Welcome, everybody. I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot. And we are determined to help people feel more loved, because without feeling loved, we can be very lonely, because our job is to radiate love and then when people meet us, they're like, I need to be closer to that person. I want to know, what is it about them that feels so delicious? And that's how we attract really excellent partners to our life. So Priya Angel, welcome. Let me grab my cards here. Thankful that you're a girl. Very nice. And Jazz, thankful for the love of your child. Excellent. And let's see, Roxy's laughing. And thank you for Pratiksha. Thankful for having your mom with you. So we have Priya, then Jazz, and then we have Pratiksha. Wonderful. All right, so what do we have for our friend Priya? Priya, what is blocking your dream? Oh my goodness, that card wanted to pop right out of the deck. Okay, Priya, what's blocking your dream, my dear, is that you're wanting to dig up the seed and check on it. Okay, there's something that you're involved with. It could be a relationship, it could be let me just move this over so it's not so crowded. It could be a relationship, or it could be maybe you just got a new job or something, or you have a brand new project, but there's something that's been given to you that it's wonderful, great opportunity, but you're not seeing a lot of results yet. And that's not easy, as it kind of hurts your feelings, because you're just losing patience. And you know that if you had a seed planted in your garden, how healthy would the seed be if you dug it up every day and see, are you growing yet? So, what we're needing from you, my dear Priya, is patience. Patience. So, I recommend that you go to YouTube and look for a YouTube video, a meditation on patience. Also, you can find an affirmation video on patience, because as you allow this idea or this project or this new relationship, as you allow it to develop itself naturally, you don't want to push it. You don't want to water it too much, or it might drown. So you need to turn your attention away from this project. There is a lot of prosperity energy on it. And then turn your attention to something else. Now, in the previous reading, we were talking about getting educated about money. That might be something you could do. But another thing is to get involved with something that might be a side hustle for you. Maybe you're good at cooking and you could cook meals and people might pay you for that. You might be like Janice. She started out walking dogs for her neighbors 3 years ago, and now she's working at it full time. She's knocking it out of the park, right? Finding something that you can have a side hustle, so you don't have to put way too much focus on this new idea, is going to unblock your dream for you. Okay, Priya? Next, we have Jazz. Jazz, what we have for you? What is blocking your dream? If you're new here, please hit the subscribe, and they'll let you know whenever I go live. And the thumbs up brings us into a wonderful a combination of, what's the word I'm looking for? A collaborative energy. I thank you for that. And so, Jazz, thank you for the love of your child. What is blocking your dream? Okay, the Emperor card, Jazz. So, what I'm thinking for you, my friend, today, I think what's blocking your dream is kind of a misunderstanding. There's a misunderstanding about structure and, like bank accounts and keeping things in order and making sure everything's written down. The Emperor energy is all about taking care of business. Business is business. And with your current situation, we see we have the dark and the light, and there's something out of balance. There's something in you that's not taking it seriously enough. Okay, it's no harm, no foul. It's like not understanding or being misinformed. So there's something going on, that there's this game piece, the chess piece. And so the emperor does relax. The emperor knows how to have fun, but on the same hand, he has done his work to deserve the rest. So there's something about the administration, the organization of what you're doing that needs strengthening. You have the creativity, see all that orange? You're very creative and you have a lot of potential, but you need this strength of organization and structure. You may need to delegate to someone. Maybe you're trying to do too much on your own, but you are almost there. Don't let a part of your world that you don't know about, don't let that stop your dream. Just get educated. There's some wonderful material available online, very simple to follow on how to organize yourself as a business or how and when to invest in education for yourself, but you don't want to eliminate the business part of it because of your creativity. Okay, that is your message, Jazz. All right, any of you who would like a reading, just add something you're thankful for. If you want a deeper reading, it's super simple. All you do is throw in a super chat or a sticker, and I'd be happy to draw you more cards. There's a beautiful orange butterfly here right now on my rose bush outside my window. So I feel, Jazz, for you, it's that you're in transformation, you're in transition. You used to be a caterpillar and now you're a butterfly, and that orange, your creativity, is definitely part of your success that's upcoming. Okay, so next, let's see, who do we have here? We have Priya and Jazz and Pratiksha. Pratiksha, having your mom with you, that's a blessing. My mom, my mom actually passed over in 2012, and so I don't have her nearby me anymore in body, just in spirit. And I know what a blessing it is to have your mom with you. So Pratiksha, let's take a peek. What is it that, how are you blocking your dream? What is there? We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, Pratiksha, with this card, I can see a sense of purpose, a sense of I will overcome what troubles me. Nothing can hold me back. There's been a time when you have had to stand, when things were falling apart, and all you could do was stand for what it is that you're believing, but you've never given up. So I don't know, have you been waiting a long time to find a soulmate or waiting a long time to feel steady and stable with your finances, with money? But it shows me that you have really have that, how do you say, the desire is very strong, but so is the frustration, right? Because you're like, how long do I have to wait? So at this point, it's very important that you take care of yourself, that as you are working hard and stretching toward your dream, it's important that you take time to rest, take time to meditate, because what you're trying to create is huge, but you cannot do it just with your human self. We always need to be plugged into our highest self, our inner being, because it's the inner being that provides the ideas and the brilliance that will bring our dreams into reality. The trouble is, if we don't take time to go to our inner being, we can feel very alone and isolated. So I think what's blocking your dream is that you're not taking enough time to connect with the divine. Okay, and it's not about going to a church or going somewhere, although that can be beneficial. It's more about you and you. What kind of relationship do you have with your inner being? What can you do to improve that? Now, you guys know I love Abraham Hicks. They're brilliant, and there are tons of audio and videos of them on YouTube where you can listen. They teach every day how much your inner being loves you and how your inner being wants to be in alignment with you, in harmony. So, this singular figure shows me that you've been working really hard but your human side has been carrying the weight. And what you want is for your divine self to step up to the plate and help you out. Okay. So, Sorenabli, I always have trouble with your name. So I'm just going to say Soren. I guess it's easier for me. What are you thankful for, Soren? Tell me specifically. Janet, what are you thankful for? Twin flame, do you have one? Anna Luisa, grateful for the life that you are living right now. Hi, Priyanka. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And so you only need to tell me one time what you're thankful for, and that's enough because my assistants will help me. But what is it, Anna Luisa? What's blocking your dream? What is it? What is in the way? Let's take a peek for our wonderful Anna Luisa. Thank you for coming back. For those of you, for those of you who are new here, I'm Catherine, and you are at Fish Out of Water Tarot, where we are fishing to get more love squeezed out of our life, right? We are fishing for our dreams to come true. Okay, so let's take a peek here for Ana Luisa. What's blocking your dream? Okay, so what I see, I love these cards. This is the Light Seers deck. I just love it. The art speaks volumes to us. So what's blocking your dream? You know what? Your dream is blocking your dream. There are things that are in your past with people who have left your life and who have disappointed you, people who promised you things and it didn't come true, people who you thought were going to be there and give you love, they were not there. And even though in your mind you know they're separate and you know it's gone, it's in the past, but in your energy there's a part of you that still has pain, and you feel hurt and betrayed. And so love is trying to reach you. See over here? It's like your inner being knows you have a future. And you know how you create the heart with your hands like this? There is somebody reaching out to you, but this is not a physical person. This is not a human, not yet. Your inner being is reaching to you to help you release these past disappointments. And I'm telling you right now, Anna, with this full moon that's very powerful, it's a super full moon, and there's a lunar eclipse, and there's a lot of pressure from the energy that's around us right now to release something special because something is coming our way. Not just you, everyone on the planet right now. If you're smart, there's a word called savvy. If you're savvy about energy, you will use this energy of the full moon to release what's disappointing you. There's a couple of ways you can go about this. Number one, in the description box is something called the soulmate generator. It's an excellent tool and there's no cost at all to use it. And if you just follow the directions, you will be able to cut off the old feelings about this person who has left your life. And maybe this person could be somebody that actually passed away and there's a tender memory, but see how that cup is tied to the ankle? The love that once was there is gone. And so it's real important that you allow this to go and so that you can reach out and trust the divine to bring to you the next best love for your life. Okay, so I'm sure you're not alone, Ana Luisa. I have a feeling there's many people here who are in the same boat. Their energy is all wrapped up on this person. Do you guys want a clue? There's a little test you can give yourself. What you do, everybody that's listening, think of someone who's disappointed you in the past. Could be a sibling, could be a boss, could be a boyfriend, could be a girlfriend, but hold that person in your mind and think about them. And then check in. Does it bring you grief and sadness to remember that relationship? Then you know there's a block. Because we can't guarantee we're not going to have hurtful relationships. No. But we can make ourselves a promise that we won't let it control us and we will step out into freedom. So take a peek at that wonderful soulmate generator in the description box, and it will help you, I promise. Okay, Priya. Okay, Priya, we already have you. Priya, there's no reason you need to say your question over and over again. Hello, darlings. Love it. Thank you. Hi, Lalitha. I'm glad to see you. And Madhura, I'm glad to see you too. Welcome back. As soon as you guys let me know this is what you need to do to get a reading, what are you thankful for? All right. There's no free lunch at the Catherine Cafe. Hi, Janet. I see you're asking about true love, but what we're needing is for you to tell me something you're thankful for. Ruchi, welcome. Love it. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Rakesh. Hi, MC. Yes, this is Tarot. Rakesh, I'm thankful for reading a nice motivational biography of national heroes. Thank you. I love that. You guys, some of you might ask, Catherine, why do you make us say something we're grateful for? Because then I can feel your energy. And once we connect in the energy, I can draw a tarot card for you. Okay? So Rakesh, welcome. Let's see what is in the way. What's blocking your dream? What's blocking Rakesh's dream? Okay, here it is. Right here. Okay, Rakesh. It does seem like we're pulling a lot of relationship cards here during these readings today. So, Rakesh, what I'm seeing here is boredom. There's something about your current situation that you're bored and disinterested, kind of low motivation, like saying to yourself, I just don't care anymore. I'm tired of all of this. I've tried love and it's just so disappointing. Nothing works out. So, if this is your energy, Rakesh, I'm sure you're not alone. You're not the only person that's feeling that way, but it is a problem and it blocks your dreams because it's what I call poor me syndrome. When you have a habit of thinking that everybody else has an easy time with love and you're the only person who misses out, that's a sign that you are having what I call poor me energy. And poor me works because when you tell how sad your life is, some people say, "Aw, poor Rakesh, nobody loves them," right? But the thing is, would you want to be with somebody who was feeling sorry for themselves all the time? Now, mind you, this is the card, nothing personal here, because you can change your mindset. You can allow yourself to say things like, you know what? Even though love has been disappointing in the past, I'm sure that I can change that. Even though I don't know how to meet good people, I'm sure there's a way I could figure it out. Why do I say that? Look at this here. See the hand? And I like having my inner being statue right here because your soul, your spirit wants to help you. But you have to turn to your divine guidance. Right now, because you're disappointed, you've got your back turned to the divine because you feel disappointed and let down. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. It's a big secret here. Rejection is protection. Some of the people that have rejected your love, it's a good thing because they were not your forever person. There are new people coming toward you. Look at how her hand is almost touching it. A part of you wants to move forward and a part of you wants to stay stuck. The difference between this red and the blue. And so choose life. And the way you do that is to turn inside. Look at how the sun coming through my window is just lighting up this particular little emblem. So, what I suggest is go to YouTube search and look for Abraham Hicks and Inner Being and listen to 2 or 3 Abraham Hicks videos about the inner being, and you're going to feel the energy of release and the energy of this future person. We all need to step out away from the energy of too much complaining. Okay, so there you go. I always want to kind of apologize up front if these get a little bit hard, but the cards are they just tell, I always say the cards do all the work, and all I do is tell the story as it comes out. But Rakesh, there's a lot of good energy coming your way once you turn away from the past and how it's not working out. Okay, so going forward here, Bina, do you want to let me know um, who it is that is coming next with our longer reading? And Ruchi, thankful for everything I have. That's such a great sentiment because when we can open up and just allow ourselves the gratitude for what we have, the universe loves that spirit of gratitude. I'm going to be doing a book club in my private community. And if I invite all of you, if you want to do a book club, we're going to do one on the book called Thank and Grow Rich by Pam Grout. I'm starting it very soon and I'd love to have you. So please email and I will invite you. Oh, okay. So Rakesh, I'm sorry, Rakesh, I didn't see that you did that super good. Let me draw you another card here. Okay, so let me draw you one more card. Thank you. And let's clarify here, Rakesh. What is it? Oh, very quick. Excellent. Okay. So, Rakesh, what we have for you is I love this. This is perfect because what it shows is the pages are the start of a new beginning. They're the start of, oh my gosh, I just want to acknowledge you. Wonderful, illuminated Leo light. Thank you so much. I just love you. Okay. Let me see here if I can get, whoops, go back to where I was. Okay, hang on. So Rakesh, what we have here is with that beautiful yellow that we're seeing is the color of wealth and prosperity. So that's making me think that in your card, it might not be about love at all. It might be about being stuck in a job that you really don't like and that you really need help to be able to get somewhere else, that you're feeling stuck. And so if that's the case, you have to realize that learning how to manage money, learning more skills. Use this time right now. I know you're bored and I know you're wanting something else. But when I look at this red headpiece, that's all about family of origin. And it seems like the way you're thinking, the fact that red is on the head, means that your thoughts are holding you back. What's keeping you from your dream is your unwillingness to go the extra mile. What skill set can you include? What new skill within your profession can you become an expert at? Because when we are having the poor me and we're feeling bored, that means that something inside of you wants to learn something. You need to push it forward in the education department. Make yourself more valuable. If this is about love, it's the same thing. Don't wait for some partner to bring to you what you think is missing. How can you be the best partner that you can be? With relationships, I love Jimmy on relationships. It's such a fun website to go to because he's very funny as he tries to help people. Um, excuse me here, I have to adjust something on my camera. How can we live with people without making us crazy, right? And he's very, very good at being able to help us do that. But this is a card of a messenger and a student. So you can expect that as you brush up on your skills and you become expert at what you're doing, you are going to unblock your own dreams. Okay, Rakesh? Thank you. And thank you so much, Illuminated Leo, for just offering a gift to support the channel. I love you for that. You are awesome. Also, I am creating a scholarship fund for people who have a hard time coming into the private services. So I will use that for that purpose. So thank you. MC, I would love to do a reading for you, but you need to tell me something specific that you're grateful for. And like I always say, there's no free lunch at the Catherine Cafe. So, Midnight, thank you, Midnight. And we have MC. Oh my gosh, I am so grateful that you survived your motorcycle accident. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I'm sure it was difficult. So, what is it for MC? Whoops. Okay. Wow. That card came out in a hurry for you, MC. And I could feel in your energy there is an urgency. There's urgency. And so, what I'm thinking is that, let me just take a look. I really love at this time of year, the sun comes into my window during the readings, and I just, does it bother that you see? No, you can still see okay. Because the sun coming through here is an important sign for you, okay? So, MC, take a breath. I have to have a sip of my tea. So, you have a little fear and doubt that is impacting what your dream is, MC. And I can only imagine having a motorcycle accident must have been terrifying. And I'm glad you survived. But on a motorcycle, you're not protected, right? You might have a helmet, but there's the road rash and there's just the difficulty of your body going through what it did. And I think going through that experience really impacted you and it caused you to withdraw and to shrink, like to shrink. And there's a part of you that is eager to flow again. All of this blue and the fact that he's wearing blue is to me a sign of the throat chakra. I wonder if you had a neck injury in your accident, but there's something around speaking your truth that is blocking you. You may have had some options when after the accident, you may have had some options for how to become self assured, how to feel confident again, and it's shaken you up badly. All right. So, what's blocking your dreams is indecision, not being able to make a solid choice. You might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because they can struggle with making an emotional choice. They're not comfortable with emotional choices. This could swing both from relationships to the workplace, but this Pisces moon is all about healing of relationships. So, what I'm seeing here is that hesitation to make a choice. So, whatever it is that around your dream, maybe it's should I live here? Should I live there? Should I leave this? Should I stay? All of that is wearing you down. It's taking a lot of your energy away. So, what I would love for you to do, MC, is write down on a piece of paper your choices that you're facing right now and then rank them in order from the most important to the least important and relieve yourself of some minor choices. Just let that energy go off to the side. You do have an inner being, and your inner being loves you so much. And this figure, there's no sign of an inner being or an angel here. So I feel like the universe is calling you back into harmony. Perhaps you used to meditate or you used to do yoga, but something in your spiritual life needs to be reignited because what's blocking your dream is just feeling alone with no one to guide you. Okay. I wish you all the luck in the world, MC. It had to be a frightening experience to go through that. And we're standing here with you. Okay. So let's go forward. Oh, ah, Jazz. Wow. MC, you're welcome. And Midnight Crow, I'm glad you're still here. Rachel, Rebecca, where can I start? I'm thankful for life, food, my family, my faith, and for good people, and for these free readings. Fairy Doll, no, I got you, Fairy Doll. I will, if you email me, I will give you the timestamp when I did your reading, okay? So email me and then I will give you the timestamp because I do remember doing that reading for you. So, Rachel, thank you so much for being here. I know you were here the other day, and it's my privilege. This is not really a free reading. This Choosing something to be thankful for is the best thing you can do. It's better than money because when you remind yourself of what's correct, what's going right, you are definitely adding to the magic of these readings. So don't you think it's free? You got to pay. All right, paying with gratitude. Love it. Okay, so Rachel, what's blocking your dream? What's blocking Rachel's dream? Okay, this card is coming out. Okay, so what we see here, let's see, the Knight of Swords. So this is my card that is always telling me there's something that's out of timing. Okay, because I look at this knight and he's chasing the motorcycle. The motorcycle should not be operating without a driver on it. And so something's going on with your dream where you're feeling a sense of impatience. There's something, even though you're so grateful about all that's happening, whatever you're desiring, which in the love arena, and that's what the energy of this full moon is all about, love and relationships. So this could be a family member, it could be somebody you used to work with, it could be a soulmate, but there's a chase energy about this. And chasing is the opposite of attraction. Chasing something is not the same as bringing your energy into a place of receiving. Because if you are not understanding how to receive and all you're doing is chasing what you want, there's a lot of frustration there. Okay, so let's take a look for you, Rachel. What is it in your life that you're really wanting? And you, no matter what you do, you can't get it. That's a sign to you that you have more chase energy than receptive energy. One of my favorite teachers, of course, is Abraham Hicks, and you can do a YouTube search on Abraham and just put into the search window art of allowing or the receptive zone because you're needing to understand how to receive. Another thing you can do in the affirmation is you can say, even though I don't know how, I'm choosing to be receptive now. Even though I don't know how, I'm choosing to be a receiver now. Because once you learn how to let it in, once you learn how to receive it, you're going to be surprised. You're going to look back and think, oh my goodness, I was working so hard and I didn't need to. A good manifester really has to watch themselves and make sure that they're not chasing. Chasing is not the same as allowing. Okay. And then I can't help but look at that red sole on that shoe. So I have a feeling there's something about your family of origin. So maybe this is a sibling, or maybe a person in your family, and you're frustrated because you cannot connect with them. Or it could be that your insecurity is based in something that happened in your childhood. All right. So in the description box, there's something called the worry cure, and I would click on it because that will give you a little web page that'll, it's a technique that I created, and I think it will really help you. Okay. Anybody else who's resonant with that chasing energy, make a promise to yourself that you are not going to chase anymore, that you're going to learn how to receive. It's such a powerful tool. The art of allowing, if you're not familiar, if you're not familiar with the uh, Abraham Hicks work, you can look up Art of Allowing and it'll teach you a lot, okay? So, being a magnificent success, I just want to let you know that if it just depends on how much the person, if they just get a $1, it's one card. So, I'm just keeping these a little slower for the people that invest in a larger reading. So, one, two, or three cards will come up when you're asking for what you're grateful for. Okay. If we have a super chat, the cards will spit out. We'll either have one, two, or three cards. Okay, so if you missed your reading, I will have timestamps in there. And if you email me, I'm so happy to send you to the exact card. Okay, I understand you guys can't just hang out here for this whole time. I'll try to help you. So, Momo likes shiny. Momo likes shiny. I'm thankful for my beautiful smiley son. Oh, me too. That's to when our kids, when your child lights you up, when you see that smile on that face, isn't it true that it just turns your heart, doesn't it? Not to say that we don't have worries sometimes when we're a mom, but I appreciate that a lot. So, Momo, let's see, what is it that's blocking your dream? Okay, what is it that's blocking your dream? Wow. Okay, so Momo, it looks to me like what's blocking your dream. I love how the shadow, this is actually, I just want to show you guys, this is my star candle holder because the star is all about healing. And I know that we are being gifted during this full moon. We're being gifted for the chance for a lot of healing when it comes to relationships. So, Momo, what's blocking your dream is that you just haven't realized that a, there's a cycle is closing and you're about to step into a brand new world. It's like a graduation of spirit. When I look at her hand, look at how her hand is right on this shadow. So there's something you've gone through in the last maybe 6 months or so that's really been shadowy, hasn't it? It's slowly moving out of your life and you're barely holding on to it. It could be the loss if somebody could have left the planet, somebody could have passed away, or a relationship came to an end, or maybe even an employment situation. Maybe you moved, but there's something that ended up being good, better than you thought it would, but it still has that ache of pain on it. So, what's blocking your dream is just a little bit of normal anxiety. Anytime you have a big change, it makes you nervous, right? And that's understandable. But again, if you trust the relationship that you have with your divine self, as you guys know, I love to remind you, and I don't, this is from Abraham. And actually, there's a brain scientist named Jim Quick, Kwik. I just love him. Thank you, Roxy, for telling me about him. But he says that 90% of your humanity is in spirit. It's a non physical part of you, your soul, your mind, your spirit. You can't see or touch those parts of you. The human body, our human personality, that's only 5 to 10% of our entire self. So the only time that we feel really lost and upset is when we're out of alignment. We forget, or we just don't give ourselves credit for aligning with our higher self, the greater good. So, what's blocking your dream right now is just normal anxiety. So, look yourself in the mirror, go into your room and look yourself right in the mirror and say to yourself, I can handle it. I know what's coming may be different, it may be new, but I can handle it. Look yourself right in the eye. Tell yourself that. Don't let anxiety keep you from your dream. Anxiety is a normal thing. I use tapping. I've tapped for over 20 years and I love teaching tapping. And so if you need help with your anxiety, email me. It's right here. I can send it here for any of you guys. If you have questions about tapping, if you'd like to be in my book club, if you'd like to be part of my private community, Fish Out of Water and Friends, email me. I will shoot you an invitation ASAP. Okay, excellent. Thank you. All right. Oh, MC, I'm glad that I'm glad that you are grateful for your child and the artwork on these cards. I know I am completely in love with this deck. It's one of the first ones that I got, and I love the typical tarot with the symbolism that is very connected to the founder, the artist. But this Chris Ann has a fantastic ability to illustrate the magic of these cards, and I'm grateful for her work. So, Lisa, welcome. I don't remember if you've been here before, Lisa. Thankful for your kids. Absolutely. I share that with you. My kids are adults now, and I'm grateful that they are doing the best they can. They're both successful in their lives and they're making their way, and I'm proud of them. So, Lisa, what's blocking your dream? What is blocking Lisa's dream? Thank you guys for being here today. Those of you who are new, I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot, and we are all about helping people feel more loved. Very excited about the Pisces full moon that's happening today. The focus is on relationships and healing things from the past and present when it comes to relationships. So let's see here. What is blocking the dream? Well, I can see you may be a little frustrated, Lisa, because you can't see the growth. You've been wanting something for a while, and so, but you can't see the growth, this little bitty sprout. There's no fruit on the sprout. There is no flowers on the sprout. And yet, this man who represents the farmer, right? The gardener, and again, gender doesn't matter. It's just the energy. But the gardener, does he look worried? Does he look angry or upset? No, he's in peace. He's just in peace because he understands that the growth that's happening is rich. Okay, there is great abundance underground. And he understands that if he digs it up now, and he's like, well, what's going on? I want to see what's happening. He could kill it, right? So what's interrupting your dream is just it's like, what do you call it? Like misinformation, that you're thinking it's supposed to be doing better than it is because you cannot. Again, we just had this energy for someone else about not wanting to push into your manifestation, to have too much effort on your part. Everything is happening in the right timing. So, one of the things that you can do, Lisa, is look in the mirror and look yourself right in the eye and say, even though I'm frustrated because I don't see progress, I'm going to nurture what's growing now. Even though I don't have fruit from my efforts, I choose to nurture the process and let it come naturally. There's something about your character, you're perfectionistic perhaps, and you do a lot of thinking and planning, and being able to trust that something's growing when you can't see much, I think is a challenge for you. But if it blocks your dream, then you're like, okay, wait, if this is going to help me to be more patient, I want to do it. So I suggest, I'm sensing this is a financial thing and not so much a relationship thing for you, Lisa. And so there is a technique in the description box. It's called the magical money machine. And that will give you directions on how to take your impatience and turn it around and start to feed your manifestation what it needs, which is it needs to be left alone. Now, one thing that people ask me, well, what am I supposed to do while I'm waiting? Quick answer, look at this tangle of roots. Find something in your house that needs decluttering. Do you have a closet, a junk drawer? How about the trunk of your car? How about your refrigerator? Something in your life has too much junk in it. And when you declutter your life, it distracts you. You're not watching this growth, and you can go make room for the abundance that's coming your way. A real good manifesting trick is to go clean out something that is needing, it's just got too much junk. All right. Your junk is somebody else's treasure. Create a donate box, a giveaway box, and a throwaway box, and then um, use that energy to build what's coming in your future. Okay. So, pen, ink, grateful for Jesus Christ and the people I come across on a daily basis. Are you a writer? Pen, ink? Yes, grateful always for the teachings of Jesus. I mean, I had a talk with somebody this morning, and we had some differences of opinion, but the thing that I love so much about what Jesus taught is just how to love people. I mean, the only people Jesus ever got mad at were the people that were cheating. They were church people that were cheating people, and he got so mad he dumped the tables. But the bottom line is, I share Jesus' heart to help people feel more loved. And I believe that that's his mission. So, Pen Inc., what is it that's coming into your situation that's blocking your dream? Okay, let's see what's blocking your dream. Pen Inc. I just sense that you must be a writer, or maybe draw, maybe artist. Okay, here's your card, Pen Inc. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so this has definitely got relationship energy on it. And there was one of the shorts that I did today, it's called Perfect Timing, and it's got the same energy, the energy of walking away. So, Pen Ink, there's a situation that's been going on for you where you have, you know, how the word codependent, where the people in a relationship almost drown each other with all of the overprotectiveness and the smothering energy. Something was like drowning. See how this cup is sinking? And here we have this fiery cup which suggests that there's still something alive there. But you've tried it once, you've tried it twice, you've tried it three times. There's something that is not meant to be. And it's so important that you walk away. Now, maybe you will reconnect someday, but you have to find what you truly want. What's blocking your dream? Um, Pen Inc. is that you are putting other people's needs and other people's happiness ahead of your own. And it feels good to do that for a while because it's fun to rescue people until it's not, because you are drowning your own desires because they're hidden from you. So as you choose to walk away, it's brave, very brave, because you're turning your back. But this person that has been clinging to you, they need to find their own way. It's time. Okay. So, because you're a writer, I would love for you to write a letter to, I would, if you don't mind, I would write a letter directly to Jesus and I would write it out and I would just tell the story. Tell how hard it is for you to turn away. See how the reflection of the figure is still watching out. I know what it's like. I've had my own family, my mom, and one of my siblings that I had to say, look, I am not equipped. I'm not a therapist. I can't help you. And it was hard for me. I felt terrible. And they said things to me like, well, how can you know, how can you turn away from me when I need you? It's because I was drowning. I could barely cover my own emotional needs. And these people were adults who needed to talk to a professional. So, what could block your dream is that there's hesitation to take care of yourself first. And I believe that the divine has designed us to lean on our inner being, our divine connection. Of course, we're supposed to connect to the divine and lean on that, whatever that is for you. But when a human thinks that you are their source, it can drain you completely. Okay, so do some heavy thinking about that. Seek your wisdom, talk to God about it. But there are times when the most loving thing you can do is to walk away. Okay, and I support you. I've had to do it myself. Thank you so much. I love that. I love, Leo, for you to come on board and remind people that we are truly manifestors. And people say, Catherine, what do you mean that we're deliberate creators? What does that mean? To me, it's very simple. We are creating our reactions. Okay, we cannot, like the motorcycle accident, or somebody left you, or you have to turn your back on a friend. All of those things are uncomfortable, right? You say, well, I didn't create that. Right, but you can create your reaction to it. And sometimes there is tough love, and we do have to release the person to their highest good. MC, you, MC, I didn't see that you asked for those extra cards. Hold on now. Let me go back. MC. Oh, MC, what was your card there? Wasn't that one? Oh, yes, there it is. Oh, MC, thank you. I didn't see that you wanted to have more cards, and I apologize for that. So let's see. Let me get my baby tarot, and let's draw a couple of cards for you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I love it. It means so much to me. Let me give a ruffle. Okay. Just that sense of being unsure. What is it? What is it? What's the extra? Okay. Oh, here. Okay. Okay, MC, I am so glad I have a little Murphy hair in there. Do you have a dog, MC? But let's take a look here. Oh, I love these cards for you. This is just so nice because what I see here, notice how, remember we were talking about getting back into the flow, being able to not be afraid of making a choice. It's so natural after what you went through to be overly careful. I totally get it. But what I love is look at how the stream is going right into the Wheel of Fortune. All right. And the Wheel of Fortune is such a reminder that life is about cycles. Good stuff happens and bad stuff happens, and there's nothing we can do to stop that. We master some things and we get squished by some things. And if there's one thing that I would have taught my kids had I been more conscious as a parent, I'm 71 now, but I would have said this is the key to life. Good things is going to happen and bad things are going to happen, but nothing lasts forever. Everything always goes up and down. It's a cycle. And there are shadowy times. There's times of great difficulty, but when we bounce back and our life bounces back, we even have greater joy because we survived the thing that almost took us out. Me personally, I went through a serious illness in 2007. And some people who went through what I went through, they're not on the planet anymore. Why am I still here? Maybe it's to do this reading for you, MC. But I've also been in a place where I was overly cautious, fearful of making a mistake. So here I'm seeing this ladder, and I love that there's motion here, that the ocean is back there, but there's one of those inland streams. Have you in San Diego? They have a really cool inlet that's over by Dog Beach, and it's salt water, but it's a river, but it's salt water. So I feel like your future, it's unexplainable. It's something you're not seeing. It's unexpected. Like you don't expect a thing that looks like a river to be salt water. Well, it's not really a river. It's an offshoot of the ocean. But at some point downstream, there is fresh water, and they do come to a place of meeting. Now, why I see that is because the Queen of Cups is here, and the Queen of Cups is an energy of connection. See, now I just had a huge jam in my throat. It came up as a burp. That's how I move energy. Let me take a sip. So these cards open up the promise of a future connection. It could be with a soulmate, it could be with work. Both of those are equally key because when your confidence is up in your employment or in your money flow, your confidence is up also in love. Self love is the big clue here. You may have second guessed yourself and thought, oh boy, I made a terrible mistake. And now you're afraid to make any decision. And the fact is that when you accept yourself, flaws and all, and you begin to love yourself the way your divine loves you, you're going to have the courage it takes to move forward. Okay, so what this card, I'm so grateful I saw that you had wanted more cards because I love this for you, MC. Okay, the idea that as you become this energy for yourself. There are fantastic YouTube videos on self love. So you want to just do a YouTube search and find someone whose voice you enjoy, do some meditations, do some forgiveness of yourself for whatever you feel was a mistake. See how these cups are all topsy turvy? You were not at fault with a lot of what went on in your life. You were just there, but you can't be too careful. Being in love takes risk. Okay. So you are in for a better cycle. Yay. And then work on your self love. Okay, MC? Thank you so much. I'm sorry I kind of split that reading in two, but I'm glad that I was able to help you today. All right. So welcome. I'm just going to take a second to stand up, stretch my legs. I'm grateful that you guys are here with me today. It's an important full moon. There's going to be an eclipse. Some of us will see it, but the energy is all about our relationships and some of the difficulties that we have in conducting our what? Be beautiful. Seriously? Wow. Everybody, see the little heart emoji over there to the right? Everybody just hit that and let's send Be Beautiful hearts for her suffering. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you're okay. So, everybody just throw love to Be Beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. So, I want to be able to pull a card for you. What is it that's blocking your dream? I'm so glad that you're okay. What is it? What is it that's blocking Be Beautiful's dream? Interesting day for you. And all this, oh my, look at here. I was just wondering. Wow. Okay, that card flipped itself out of the deck, Be Beautiful. And so what I'm seeing here is, let me just take a peek. Okay. Um, there's a word that comes to my mind, and the word is anguish. There's a part of you that has been tied up. Notice how the rope goes right around the chest. There's been anguish in your life about some broken relationships. And when you have a health scare like you just did, it's like, okay, what do I need to do? I went through a near death experience many years ago, and it did change the course of my life. And some of the things I had to do was cut off people. There were people in my life who were causing me anguish. Some people, because of mental illness, that you can't be there for them. You have to let them go. There's a beautiful book by a man named Daniel Amen, and it's called Healing the Hardwiring of the Soul. He's a brain doctor, but he talks about the soul. But he talks about some people have so much going on in their brains that's a pathology. Their brain is not normal. And if we stay in relationship with them, it can wear us out. And he takes brain imagery and he takes pictures of the brain, and some brain illnesses can be seen on the whatever test they put you in that I can't say the word, but when they take a picture of your brain, if certain areas are not lighting up, they know that the person does not have compassion. They can tell if the person does not have empathy and that they don't get insight. Truly mentally ill people, we will go down the drain trying to support them. So after your health scare, I think it was a wake up call for you. And you must be beautiful. You must take care of yourself first. Just like in the airline when they talk about putting on the oxygen, put your oxygen on yourself first, because if you go down, think of how the people will be impacted in your life. Now I'm looking at these three crows that are over here in the distance. And I feel like after your health scare, you're really willing to let go of some things that are not serving you to worry about, right? And already you can feel your energy has shifted. I know what that's like to have like a health scare, like, okay, I need to quit doing that. I need to do a little bit more of that, and I need to add that. So I think that's what's going on with you. So do give yourself the time to heal and allow yourself to step away from any relationships that are not building you up. It might be helpful to talk to a counselor or a social worker right now because you may need support. There's a movie on Netflix. It's called Stutz, Stutz. I love it. It's a movie that Stutz is a doctor, and his method of therapy is so um, fulfilling. And what he talks about, one of his examples, he says that deep inside of everybody is a river of yes. And once we find that river of yes, and we start making all our decisions from our own personal connection, our divine connection, our yes may be somebody else's no, but we have to find our own. And so do the people that you're involved with, because you know what? If you keep twisting yourself, trying to create, you're bending your own life to help these other people, it can be very hard on you. So don't block yourself to help someone else. Another thing is that there's a book by Melody Beattie. It's a very old book. It's called Codependent No More. And that would probably be excellent for you to check out. Okay, my friend? Biggest hug to you. I just support you in your healing. Let's get out of your own way. Okay, my friend? Okay, let's go forward here. Larissa, welcome. Thank you very much for helping me. Magnificent success. You're doing such a great job here. Let's everybody give, yay! Let's give a standing ovation to our darling Bina, magnificent success, who helps me get everything going on the channel. So Annie, grateful for your children, and I stand with you. I'm a mom. I'm grateful for my kids too. I even have grandkids now. Let's see, what's blocking Annie's dream? What's block? Oops. Oh my goodness. That one. This is your card, Annie. Did you guys see that fly out? Let's take a peek. Oh my goodness, this Annie. Now, Annie, my friend, I know you've been here before and you know I speak the truth with love, right? But this card is a card that shows that there's a little poor me energy here, okay? So there's a little bit of, I call it the poor me syndrome. And what it is, it's a part of us that feels injured, a part of us who feels left out, that everybody else can have it, but you can't. It's a lonely energy. It's an energy of too much time by yourself and really telling yourself the story over and over again about how unfair life has been. So if you can pull in your mind somebody that has treated you badly, okay, let's say it's a breakup, or let's say even in your own family, they don't understand you. Take a second, okay, Annie, and think to yourself, who could Catherine be thinking about? Who is it that I have been secretly jealous of because they live on the other side of that door? And no matter what I do, I can't get what I want. So this energy is definitely a block to your dream. And it's a block to a lot of people's dreams. Poor me syndrome can feel very comfortable because when people feel sorry for you, they care for you. Some, they'll say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you're going through that." But it's not enough. It's never enough. Poor me never gets satisfied. The only way to deal with it is to look it right in the eye and say, "Look, you're controlling me. I don't want this energy. I have a really terrific life. Look at my kids." Okay, so the cure for poor me syndrome is gratitude, for sure. When I ask you what you're thankful for, that's why. because when you learn how to be thankful for things, even when you're suffering, I can't explain it, but it's like the universal energy comes forward like a bright light. And look at the key. Can you see it? Over here, it's hiding in the shadow. But if I move it over, there's the key. She could reach out and use it. She could let herself in. How? With gratitude. So, Annie, I am starting a book club on my private community, which is over on WhatsApp. We're doing a book on gratitude. It's called Thank and Grow Rich. I'm tickled to be doing it. It's a 30-day experiment in gratitude. And I invite all of you guys, anybody who wants to maximize your life, you want to get rid of victim energy forever, gratitude is the only answer. Okay? Poor me has no place in your future. You want to leave it on this side of the door. Now, when you walk through the door, does that mean you're going to have all your problems solved? Of course not. It's a process. You need to realize that your habit of thinking badly about your life has to change. Now, I strongly recommend, Annie, that you go into the description box. There's a device called the Magical Money Machine. It's a great first step. Even if you're wanting to have a relationship, and I get that, but there's some shadowy elements in your life around your finances that have to do with your family of origin. You may have been cut out of a will, or you may have been treated badly by a wealthy family, and now you're out on your own. And when you go to the magical money machine, it'll give you directions on how to change that story. The key is right there. Let's get you out of your own way. All right. Let's move away from this poor me syndrome. Also, there is a wonderful technique. I've seen it, I've listened to it on YouTube. It's called the Lucky Girl Syndrome. And the Lucky Girl Syndrome is a great set of affirmations to listen to because it says, I'm the luckiest person I know. Even though I don't understand it, more and more luck happens to me every day. And even when you start using lucky affirmations, you may feel like it's fake. Too bad, so sad. Use it anyway. It will work. And the last thing I want to say to you, Annie, is it's no fun hanging out with somebody who's sad all the time. And so, as you're feeling lonely, it's so important to realize that there's something to be thankful for, even if every day all you do is say, I'm so thankful for my kids, and you repeat that over and over again. It'll help shift your energy. Okay, my friend? I had years ago when I was sick and I was in bed for almost a year. And I remember one time um, I was trying to do the thank yous, and I couldn't think of anything because I was so uncomfortable and I didn't know, honestly, did not know if I would live or die. And it was really hard for me. And I thought, because I can't be thankful for being sick. Well, nobody asked you to do that, and I would go through my body parts that were not broken. And I remember one time I was talking about my big toe, and I was thanking God for my big toe. And then I thanked my big toe. I said, Big toe, thank you so much. Thank you for helping me stay balanced. Thank you for walking with me all these years. And it sounds silly, but it was the only way I could distract my mind from not being afraid. Okay. Hi, Uno Yolo. And new here, all we need to do is put a thank you, something that you are thankful for. Okay? Uno. I'm just going to call you Uno. I hope that'll be okay, Uno. Thank you so much. I appreciate healing. And how interesting that you're thanking for healing at the same time I was talking about my own healing, because I'm still alive 17 years later, and you better believe I'm grateful. And I wake up in the morning and think, oh, I'm here another day. Yay. And now I get to share what I know with you guys. It's just so wonderful. I love it. So, Uno, what is it that is blocking your dream? What is it that's blocking your dream, Uno? I sense this is your card. Okay. Sorry for that break, you guys. Sometimes my internet goes crooked on me, so I appreciate you for being with me here. Back. I think I'm back. Okay, Uno. Let's see. Okay, Uno. Let me see if I'm on. Okay, am I back? Yes, thank you guys. I just had a little internet glitch and I'm back on. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. And Uno, this is your card. So I'm so grateful. The other day I went black and I never got back. And I couldn't figure out why my screen wasn't working, but now I figured out how to do it. So Uno, what's blocking your dream is that there's like your mind, like you like to think about things and you like to figure things out. And if you can't figure it out, it makes you miserable. You wish that you had freedom. There's a part of you that wishes that you didn't. Did you ever hear the saying that's called analysis paralysis? That some of us, and I say us because I think too much, but when you get too locked up in your brain trying to figure things out, sometimes it's impossible because the matters of the heart has different thoughts, different feelings than the brain, than the mind. And I see this coat that's zipped up to his neck and all the dark, right? Your mind is never meant to be a heart. When you try to make your mind act like a heart, it's not happy because the mind likes logic and likes to figure things out. See this crow sitting? That's the part of you on the inside that won't shut up. It's like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." But it's yourself. It's a part of your mind that's making you have a headache. So remember, it's so important, Uno, that you find a way to the heart. The best way to do that is through working with your inner child. A lot of times, part of our growing up years were just unexplainable. The adults didn't act right. Things happen. There might have been a house fire. There might have been a move where your family moved you and they didn't ask your permission. You just had to go and you lost friends and belongings. There can be all kinds of reasons that the heart decides to be closed. Okay. So if we pretend that that's your inner child over there, and there was a time when you believed in all things were possible, there was a time when you didn't dream about worrying about adult problems. So as you approach your inner child, you're going to find freedom in opening your heart. Okay. So you can do a YouTube search for inner child meditation or inner child affirmations, and it will help you, I promise. All right, because being too much into your head, and right now I'm seeing that I have 31 people watching and we have 31 thumbs up. So Uno, be sure to look up the angel meaning of 3131 because I believe you're going to find a really cool personal message there. All right. It's possible for you to connect to your inner child, and that's going to unblock you for what's in between you and your dream right now. Okay. So let's go through here. No laser. Uh-oh. Be beautiful. Thank you for another day with your son. I'm here with you. Miss T Bikini. Hey, I'm glad to see you, Miss T Bikini. Thankful for my senior ladies widows group. Oh, I'm so glad you went to a group. I am really grateful for that. I have another friend of mine who is attending a grief group. It's she actually, her husband had an issue, um, her husband had an issue, and he's had like three people die in the last maybe 4 months. It's been very painful, and my friend wants to support him and to be there for him, and I suggested going to a grief group, and she goes, but I didn't have the loss. I said, I know, but you're supporting someone who did. She's gone to 2 meetings and she's feeling so good about it. So let me reassure you that your decision to go to a group already, I am seeing so much growth in you. Tanya, since you met me. And that was only, what, a few weeks ago? So thank you for being so faithful to yourself and to getting what you need. What is blocking your dream? It is the tower. The tower is a sign of when something really difficult happens in our life. And this card randomly came out. And many times when tragedy strikes our life, we can want to blame somebody because it doesn't seem fair, does it? No, it doesn't. And as I look at this thunderbolt, it was like when that tragedy hit your life, and losing your dear partner, it shook everything that you knew. And for a while, you were paralyzed. You couldn't do anything. And this event, your reaction to the event, is blocking your dream. But you know what, Miss T Bikini? I don't even think you believe you have a dream. You know, your dreams died with your husband. And right now, you don't have the energy to have a new dream. So this is such a sweet card because of our dear little squirrel here. This squirrel, if squirrels are known for hiding acorns, right? Squirrels are known for being very playful also. So I feel like the universe is coaxing you out of your sadness and into better energy. And the fact that you're going to that group, I'm so glad. It makes my heart so happy to know that you're at least reaching out because look at these butterflies. You can barely see them. One, two, three, four of them. And these are symbols of the ladies that are in your group because the caterpillar stage, we all are caterpillars at different times in our life. And right now, living as a single person, it's like you're a caterpillar all over again. There's no wings. You don't want to be single. You don't know how to crawl on the ground. You want to fly. And these other people in that group, the moderator and the other ladies, are going to help. All of you will help each other to realize that, yes, a part of your life is back in cocoon energy, but through the prayers and the love of people who understand what you went through, you will fly again. What a beautiful, beautiful card for you, my friend. And so, those of you who also have gone through a loss and you think, oh my gosh, how could I ever recover? Remember, if you can just think of yourself as being in a caterpillar, caterpillars go through the stages. They go into that chrysalis and then they get out of the cocoon and they have to stretch their wings and dry them out. There's a process to get the healing that you're looking for. And Miss T Bikini, you are doing it. I'm so proud of you. Those of you, if you could press that heart, send Miss T Bikini some love. We are so proud of you. We fish out of water and friends, and we are supporting you. And we want to see you achieve even better than what you've achieved before. Okay. And I'm Angela. Thankful for peace of mind. And Bina, thank you so much for investing with me. I can't wait to do tapping with you, that tapping sessions that I offer in my private community. I'm so proud to have Bina Magnificent Success be part of what I'm doing over there. If you guys are lonely and you want to hang out with us, come over. All you have to do is send me an email. I'll send you an invitation. There's no cost to belong to my private community. And we have a lot of fun over there, don't we, gals? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Angela Martinez. I think you've been before here, haven't you, Angela? Welcome back. I'm Catherine, Fish Out of Water Tarot. If you've never been here before, I'm so glad you are. If you're a stargazer and you like the cycles of the moon, thank you for coming over and paying us a visit. We appreciate it. Thank you, Bina, for your faithful work. I can't wait to see you on Saturday for our session. And Angela, what is it? Peace of mind. Isn't that the truth? Peace of mind is worth its weight in gold. Don't you love how the sun comes in my window at this time of year? I love this. There's a whole bunch of months when that never happens, so I'm happy. Okay, so we have Angela. What is blocking your dream? Oh, this card wants to come out. Okay, Angela, my friend, it looks to me like you are a little bit hard on yourself, right? There's a part of you that is a little critical, like, you know how they talk about the inner critic, where no matter how hard you try, you're never good enough for your own. You think, oh, I could have done that better. My son is a wonderful artist. He can draw really well. But when he was a little kid, he would start out on a picture and then he'd crunch up the paper and throw it across the room. I hate this. I made a mistake. And it would break my heart because what he thought was a mistake was really beautiful. And a lot of times, like actors who are acting on the stage, if they make a mistake and say the wrong words, they just keep going. They ad lib and they create an improv moment because they can't stop and start over. So, for you, my dear friend Angela, I feel like there's a part of you that's tired of judging your own self. This is a yoga pose. I think it's called Eagle, but it may be that for you to get into a yoga practice, one of the magic parts about yoga is that when you fold your body or hold a posture, the energy gets compressed for a moment. And then when you release the pose, the energy flows through. You might be a dancer, you might be a yogini, but there's something about you that needs physical involvement to release yourself from stress. Okay, that's one of the reasons I use tapping, because tapping relieves stress. It uses the body. You use your fingertips to tap parts of your body and it releases stress. Your inner critic is blocking your dream, Lisa. Okay, so you need to acknowledge it and don't be embarrassed. I mean, you're not talking to anybody, it's just you. But look in the mirror today, look in the mirror right in the eye and say, I am free of self-judgment. I am free of self-judgment. I choose to be free from self-judgment. And even if it feels fake, do it anyway. Put your hand on your heart and say it again. Look in the mirror. Thank you, divine universe or God, whatever's your name. Thank you, God, for releasing me from self judgment because you are harder on yourself than anyone in your life, right? So important, Angela, that as you embrace peace of mind, continue to release yourself from self judgment. That inner critic is not your friend. Okay? All right, going forward, you guys are so great to hang in there with. Hey, Liv, welcome. Beautiful. Okay, thank you, Viva La Edits. I love the love. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, it's true. Um, Oh, yeah, no, there's parts of the brain, no kidding. There's scientific proof where I never realized this, but when there's certain brain disorders where it's a pathological problem, it's why murderers can murder because there's a part of their brain that does not see it as wrong. And I always thought it was a conscious choice, but there's parts of the brain that light up. For example, if you say the word desk or card or moon, there's a part of the brain that lights up. And if you say words like love, child, or mother, there's another part of the brain that lights up. And in some people's brain scans, love, mother, desk, and chair all register the same. Isn't that something? I never knew that was true. That there's some people's brain does not make a difference between a thing and a loving person. And when I saw that, it helped me understand my own family because there were things that went on when I grew up that I was never understandable to me. But once I read that man's book, Daniel Amen, The Hardwiring of the Soul, he has pictures, brain pictures in there that help you teach it. It's just fantastic. So, Amrita, I'm thankful for how adorable you are. I love that. That is awesome. Okay. Thank you, David Hook. Absolutely. I mean, you are so loved. I mean, if you understood how much God loved you, you wouldn't worry about a darn thing, and that's the truth. So, Amrita, I'm thankful how adorable you are too. Let's see, what's blocking your dream? Oh, this one. Okay, Amrita, what is blocking your dream? Well, Amrita, it looks to me like you might be a little bit of a control freak, okay? That you really like things your way. And I attract a lot of people like that. Some people think I am too stubborn sometimes, and I can't always have my way. I'm like, why not? I know what's best for me. And then the only problem with that is that you can start to micromanage or try to control the other people in your life. So what you're needing to know, what could be blocking your dream, is that you're needing to develop more trust in God, more trust in your divine guidance. I believe that a human being is 90% invisible, non-physical, spirit, mind, and soul, and that the smaller part of us, our personality and our body, is just part of who we are. And if we're not trusting our divine guidance to lead us, we're going to get in a heap of trouble. And it's hard sometimes to do the right thing, isn't it? This big purple ocean, purple's the color of the divine. Okay. And as you, like, if this figure represents you, it's like, where are the reins? How is this person controlling these horses? They're not. They're trusting completely in the divine. So, what's blocking your dream is too much micromanaging, needing to let the process work, to allow the growth in yourself and in the people around you. What can you control? You can control taking care of some clutter in your life. You can go to your car trunk or your refrigerator or a closet, a bookshelf, your kitchen, and you can go through and you can pick all the things that you're not using. You could create a giveaway box and put your belongings that you're not using into somebody else's hands. Even if you went through your things and just threw away the junk and throw it away. These are two things that you can do right now today that will distract you from trying to micromanage your life. If what's blocking your dream is wanting to have too much control, when you concentrate on radiating love, radiating acceptance for everything that's going on right now, the divine is going to be able to step in and make a big difference. I'm also aware of this red um, scarf or red cloth that's here under his foot. The red is the color of the root chakra, which to me always reminds me of the family of origin. And it might be that there's some disappointment there that's like a flag flying. If they wouldn't have treated me like that, I wouldn't have all these problems, right? And we have to get rid of any blaming because who cares? That was in the past. You might want to take a peek in the description window, or excuse me, the description box, and you can look for something called the Worry Cure. And that is an excellent tool to use to get away from micromanaging. It's a place where you can do some blaming and you can find fault with the people that are hurting you, but it's between you and the divine, and you can really clear house that way. Getting rid of clutter might give you exactly what you're needing to go forward, my friend. Okay, let's see. I've got a little bit more time. I've got juice on my phone, which is a good thing. And let's just go forward here. Rutvi, thank you for Sadhguru. What a wonderful, wonderful being Sadhguru is, true, and how simply that talks about in the truth of the power of love. Isn't that true, Rutvi? So, Rutvi, welcome, welcome. Let's see what is in the way of your dream. Okay, and I sense this is your card. Okay, Rutvi, you know what? What's happening with you is that you really do enjoy your time and you enjoy being in control of your own life. I'm just going to move this down here in the sun. Can you still see it? Yeah. So there's, as you are conducting your life right now, the time that you're alone, you feel safest and you feel secure. And the problem with that is that it can be lonely and it can hold you back from meeting the people who could change your life. Okay, let me have a sip of my tea. When you're wanting to find love, you want to find a soulmate, right? So you are determined to find love. In fact, you might be sure who the person is, and you are just bound and determined to do it your way. But the problem is that love is not just for soulmates. Love is something that we radiate from the center of our being to everyone we know. I can remember driving down the busy freeway in San Diego when I used to live there, and we'd have a traffic jam, and I would look at all the cars around me. We were all stopped. And instead of, I would just look at each driver and I would send love to them. And I remember thinking to myself, I might be the only person right now who is consciously sending love to that stranger. And that really made me feel better. And also, it helped pass the time in traffic. But when you stick to yourself and you're not getting out enough, you're not having a chance to share what the divine has given you with other people. You for sure need to be involved in some kind of group or project. If you go to work and you're at your job and you feel unconnected to the people, then that could make you feel even lonelier, right? So I would suggest that you find a volunteer effort. Maybe there's some place in your town where they provide food for people, or that there might be a shop where they take donated clothing and you could help them sort that out. But there's some people in your very community who would enjoy your help. And when you offer help without expecting anything back, you open a door that you won't believe the change for yourself. Also, the people that volunteer are wonderful people. They're people of good hearts. But what you're wanting right now, you can't get it sitting home alone. Okay, so what's blocking your dream is just being too shy or feeling like you're not ready to go out and be with people. You can change that. Okay, so make some steps and get yourself out there in the world a little bit more. Jesse, welcome. Josh, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Yes, thank you guys for noticing. And we have for Bina, excellent Bina. Thank you. I got you down. You're registered for that tapping class, and I cannot wait to have you. I think you're going to love it. Hi, Jean. Miss T Bikini. Oh no. Oh, I'm so glad that the reading was able to lift your spirits. That's what we're here for. Wonderful. Hi, Jennifer Stitt. Welcome, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, very thankful for being here right now. Well, that's awesome. And I'm glad you're here too. As long as my phone has battery, which it's hanging in there pretty good, I'm going to keep doing readings because it is a very magical time. We are in the time of the full moon in Pisces, and that is causing a big stir. It's a big stir in, oopsie, hang on, in the heavenlies. We are being supported by nature and by the divine to, hold on, I'm just trying to get myself set up here. We're being helped, we're being assisted. How can we um, how can we accomplish this task of letting go? What is it that the divine has for us? How much can we accomplish here? And I've got just a little bit of juice left in my phone, so I'm just going to go forward and do as many as I can. So we have Elizabeth. Elizabeth. And yesterday, you know what, you guys, I never got to my timestamps yesterday. I apologize. I'm going to fix that today, and I'm going to do timestamps for this particular reading so y'all can come back and review. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for those of you who are giving so generously of your time, your energy, and investing in this channel. It means the world to me. So, Elizabeth, okay, Elizabeth, what's blocking your dream? I'm going to drop it down out of the shadow and into the light. So I feel like for you, Elizabeth, you've been through a rocky time. It's like being in this little boat and it's not been stable. You're coming through a time of a lot of instability. But this time is coming to a pause. You're having a chance to reevaluate where you are right now. Notice how she's standing up in the boat. And again, that's anybody, if you're in a boat with somebody, they're going to say, sit down, sit down. You're out of balance. You're causing something that's out of balance. And I wonder, Elizabeth, what about how you're caring for yourself? I feel like you've been drawn into some drama in your family of origin. There's people that are suffering with their problems, and it's causing some anxiety in you. I notice how she's pulling her hair. So you might wind your hair around your fingers, as you're trying to figure out how to help people. But the thing is, you cannot love other people any more than you love yourself. And sometimes you need to turn your back on some of your connections in order to get the rest that you need. This is a time of pause for a minute. Consider that you are better off than you were a little while ago. Isn't that true? I mean, when you look back to 6 months ago or maybe a year ago, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely doing better than I was back then. And so when you are grateful, when you can appreciate that the worst is behind you, it will give you the courage and the stamina to keep going forward. What's blocking your dream is circumstances. You have to finish something. Okay, you have to, maybe this could be a divorce situation. It could be, you could be a student, but there's some process that you're going through that there's no escape. You do have helpers, and they may not look like typical helpers. Like, are they really helping me? Well, yes, because you are releasing yourself from some of your past burdens, but you're not in a place of stability yet to really create a new dream for your life. All right. In the description box, you'll find something called the Worry Cure. And it's a little device that I created just to help people learn how to look at their life with a little bit more positivity without so much worry. It's just a technique. There's no cost. It's free of charge. But I would take a look at it, Elizabeth. I think it could give you some positive motivation to keep the changes going. The universe is so proud of you. There's so much love for you that because what you're going through is not easy, and you've made it halfway through. There's just a little bit further to go before you're going to have that stability that you're looking for. Okay. So oops, my phone is saying low power. It's like low power, Catherine. It's like, okay, I got a few more readings left, I know, so I'm going to keep going. Say a prayer for my phone. The longer I stay in power, the more readings I can do for you guys. Unless of course you get bored and want to click off and go watch somebody else. So absolutely, we can do that too. So Root V and full-time volunteer. Wow, Root V, that's so amazing. So when I look at that energy, then um, I have to double think that, because that thing about connection when you were out there. Okay. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm glad that's all resonant with you. So, you guys, this is been a great reading. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. It means the world. I will be back tomorrow, and who knows what our theme will be. But this full moon energy, it's going to go all day today and then tomorrow. The energy is so strong. So, do take a look at your personal relationships and see what it is that you can do. What is it you can do to adjust yourself to be the best partner, the best friend, the best daughter, the best mom? When we can stop blaming others for our issues and see what we can do to simply radiate more beautiful divine love. I mean, that's our goal. We want to radiate divine love as best we can to the people that are in our life right now. That's the call for us. If you want to join me and you'd like more, I would love to have you join me over here. You can email me, and then you can join my private community. And I make private videos every day for my people. I answer questions. We're going to have a book club, and the book club is all about gratitude, our first book. And I would love to have you be a member. So if you're interested, email me and I'll be happy to include you. Go forth and prosper, my dear friends. Thank you for your kind attention, and thank you for your belief in the power of love, because even if it breaks our hearts sometimes, we wouldn't want to live without it. True? Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.